So right now, we have a political situation in this country where neither party is really pushing to create a bold new jobs program. We have one party, the Republican Party, that doesn't want to do anything as far as the government creating jobs, and another party, the Democratic Party, that wants to do, under Obama, too little. So you have a choice on the one hand between doing nothing and doing too little. Well, why is this? Well, and what can we do about it? Before we get into that, I really want to get into a little bit about the radicalization of the Republican Party. Specifically, I want to say a little bit about the Tea Party movement in politics. Now, the Tea Party movement is not really a new political movement. It's more a rebranding or renaming of a core part of the Republican Party. And that core part is the core part that really believes that any government intervention in our economy is a bad thing. The Tea Party movement really believes in liberty and self-reliance and is nostalgic about the way things were in the 19th century when government played a much smaller role in our lives. And you can see it today in how the Tea Party folks are passionately opposed to government involvement in our economy in any way. You can see it with their opposition to the health care bill, which for Tea Partiers brings this sort of nightmarish vision of government involved in their health care. And even when it's not accurate, it's what they really fear the most. And when we had the financial crisis in 2008, the Tea Partiers really blamed government. They didn't really blame the excesses of Wall Street for the financial crash. So when it comes to government actually creating jobs, as you can expect, they are vigorously opposed to government involvement. And this is really important because that Tea Party wing of the Republican Party has a huge influence on how the Republicans actually vote and bargain in Congress. Because the Republicans have such a strong influence on the grassroots fundraising and who gets nominated for office, the candidates have to pay real attention to them. And what that means in things like the federal budget and creating jobs, they are of a no-compromise mindset. No more government spending. So because the Republicans have a no-compromise mindset, the Democrats have to bend over backwards to try to placate them to try to get any kind of legislation passed. Which is why, coming back to my original point, you have this Republican choice between no jobs program and a Democratic choice of a very small jobs program, which is what they hope can get passed with Republican support. So what is it going to take to get real, powerful, bold job creation programs passed in Congress today? Well, I think it's going to take more than just electing the right candidates. I think it's going to take a movement that's as passionate as the Tea Party, but a movement for what government can actually do for our society. A movement where we actually see government as our servant and that we really can create jobs now rather than waiting for the fickle hand of the free market to come along someday and help us. Thanks for listening.